at a point in my life, when I got to the gate of the house, like in front of the house, and I face my friends and I say bye, the second I turn to face the gate, I wear a mask, like stone cold face that I don't joke, I don't play, nothing is funny.
I was a different person in school and a different person at home.
Do you understand? Like,
totally different
like
person.
a personality disorder.
Yes.
Like I always wore a stone cold face. Nothing makes me laugh. I'm always withdrawn. So now bringing up a girl child in that manner. Now it's not every child that can take that.
Okay.
It's not every child that will go through that and come out, you know,
same
like me, like this, you know. I'm just okay. That's just on the night time.
You know.
But then, fine. God watched my steps too. I could have gone bad, but you don't want to bring up your child in that manner. You don't want to make them scared. They don't see you as friends. They don't see you like you're approachable. They see you like tiger. Oh, she's coming again. Everybody.
Why is that?
And you
open this here. What?
Calm down, Biko. Calm down, please.
Open this here. Put this here. Is it you? Is it you?
Calm down.
Like, Daddy, you said, or Mommy, you said I should bring the onions.
You see,
like,
okay, confession time.
Put it on my head.
Confession time. Do you know there was a day when I was going to school, secondary school. I was going to school, and usually I stop over at a friend's place and we walk because it's just by the road.
Okay.
So I stopped in front of the house and we walked to school together. Do you know I was almost raped?
Okay.
Like close. And trust me, you cannot breathe a word of that to my mom. She will kill you.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding. This is live and direct. And I think this is the first or the second time I'm saying this. I'm sharing this experience with anybody.
Okay.
I think the second time I told one other person.
You didn't say anything.
How could I? When I'm scared of my mom.
Me.
You don't say things like that.
I said no. Okay.
Well, even I say you get my advice me I don't get
I was just mischievous because I think I was in secondary school. Okay, our pumping machine got spoiled, so we had to go downstairs to get water. Okay. And I was going downstairs, and the staircase is kind of lonely. We stayed upstairs. Then I was bringing my water upstairs. There is this guy. He should be in his late 20s at that time, you could imagine. Then it was coming and I was going up. I used to be like this small girl that was just going like, you are going, no. Fine girl. I was like, yes. And I was like, okay, he dropped the water, he dropped it. Then he just pulled his trouser. It was stark naked. I was like, touch it.
Touch what?
And I'm like, touch. He said, touch it. He said, I'm coming, let me take it upstairs. If I don't take it upstairs, he will beat me. I'm coming, stay here. I went upstairs. Mommy was going and she was making up. Mommy, you know what happened? Like, what happened?
Okay, don't do that.
Of course, Sebastian is downstairs. He moved his shoes, I said I should touch his team.
Okay. That was like a kind of caught in the act.
Mommy pulled down the compound that day.
Do you know that was a kind of caught in the act? Now, in my case, I was not outspoken growing up. It took a conscious effort.
I wasn't.
It took a conscious. You are mischievous.
No.
You are mischievous.
I was in my shell. I was in my shell at the same time, but I knew.
I think if you were in your shell, then me, I was in the shell that was inside the shell. I was not outspoken at all. It took a conscious effort to bring me out like this. And I'd shut down completely, mentally.
Okay.
You would remember growing up. I'm always withdrawn. Everybody will be outside or in the sitting room or somewhere. having fun, I will consciously take myself to the room and go and sit down in one corner.
Depression.
Is it depression? No, like I had a world of my own where I feel safe.
Okay.
Do you understand? So I don't know. I couldn't
That's deep.
say anything to anybody. And now my sister was way older.
Okay.
So that didn't leave any space for intimacy.
Yes, okay.
And then the closest person to me was even way older than me, and he's a guy.
I told you on plan for. I remember that you like 7.
In the era of our parents, they probably lacked mental, or let's say emotional competence.
Okay. Emotional competence.
Like, deal with your issues. Your child doesn't have to suffer for it.
Okay.
Like, there are life pressures, I know.
Okay.
There are real life challenges, you know. But deal with them. You don't have to transfer it, you know, and melt it down and beat daylight out of your kid. Do you get?
Okay. So one problem I think that happened while we were growing up was that our parents didn't know that we had a working mind. We have the ability to feel. We have the ability to understand. Probably that explains things to us in a calmer way, not the backing and shouting. Some kids just have a way of shutting down when you're talking and they're saying, "Yeah, me, so you have to come out from here." So if that explains things to us calmly, like, okay, the reason why you should come home immediately after school is because this and it's not like if you don't get some. Understand? So they didn't know that we could understand. We had a working mind and we could relate to things, even though we might not be able to understand totally, but they could converse with us and we could have a conversation.
And I think more often than not, the way they were brought up was the hard way. They superimposed it on us like, okay, I was brought up that way. Why can't you be brought up that way? You behave accordingly. Do you understand?
And they be saying things like, in my days, we walked from. My dad is like, in my days. And my dad will be like, in my days, I'll walk from my school. I mean, it's to I'll take kilometers. And I'm like, no.
What is this? Kilo shele.
Daddy, I'm not in your dick. I would like you to like this channel. I would also like you to share, and I also love for you to subscribe. That is the most. Please let me beg them subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe, share.
I'm not saying she's a new YouTuber. I mean, new YouTuber, but she's a new YouTuber. Excuse somebody.
I'm a YouTuber in embryo.
She's a new YouTuber, so you can check what's your handle.
Shades and tones.
Okay, so please check her page. You'll see it on the screen. Yeah. Shades and Tone. Please support her.
Thank you. Peace.
See you guys tomorrow. We're on lockdown. It's like 2 a.m. right now.
Past 2 a.m.
Past 2.
And it's so fun.
By this time, on a normal day, I'll be sleeping because I have to go to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
But who work help? Who work help? Who work help?
Work help you, sister.
I'm so happy. I'm taking this like Ollie. I'm not bored one bit. Are you bored?
Nah, we're not bored.
We're not bored.
We're not bored at all.
So like, comment, and please do share.
Thank you.
Thank you. So, I'm always doing, no, don't do that. I'm always doing peace.